We're now going to talk about a group of functions which we refer to as the library of functions. It is important as we move through these that you pay special attention to the shape of each graph, as well as the name of the graph and the function associated with it. Some of these we've already seen before, and they will be a review. For example, we're going to start with a linear function, which we have talked about already this semester. You want to remember that a linear function has the form f of x is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept, and that a linear function always graphs a line. Keeping in mind it may not be the exact line that you see in the picture, but it does always graph a straight line. A constant function has the format f of x is equal to b, and b is always going to be a number. So for example, in the graph we have f of x is equal to 3, and the constant function will always graph a horizontal line at that value. So if f of x is equal to 3, that's going to always graph a horizontal line at 3. The identity function is f of x is equal to x, and it will always graph a diagonal line from the bottom left to the top right that goes through the origin. The square function we've talked about this semester already. This is our quadratic that's going to graph a parabola. Remember that our square function is going to have a highest power of 2. So we're looking at f of x is equal to x squared. Our cube function will be the function f of x is equal to x to the third. And it will graph sort of an S-shaped graph through the origin as you see in the picture. The square root function, f of x is equal to the square root of x. And the graph will start at 0, 0 and move up and to the right, as you see in the picture. The reciprocal function is the function f of x is equal to 1 over x. And the graph has a curve in the top right and the bottom left. And finally, we have the absolute value function. F of x is equal to the absolute value of x. And this graph makes a V with the vertex at the point 0, 0. Again, this is our library of important functions. It is important that you know the name of each function, as well as the actual function, as well as what the graph looks like.